Hello everybody, welcome back to The Noble Way. This is our weekly Noble news that we broadcast, that we do every single week to bring you the latest and greatest in Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, whatever news we can find that's in the theme park area here in Orlando. So we've got some really cool, we got a lot of like not so great stuff that's like not like exciting like as far as like good, things like increased parking fees. Yay! But there's a couple of cool things that you're going to want to know about that are coming up. So stay tuned. We're wrapping up the holiday season here. I mean, it's over now. We're getting back to the non-holiday stuff. So we got a lot of cool news for you. So stay tuned. Okay, starting us off with a couple of refurbishment announcements that you're going to want to know about when you're planning a trip here in the next month or so. A couple of big heavy hitter rides going down for regular maintenance.
But not for too long.
One of them's not. I mean, one's kind of long.
Yeah,
but
one's kind of long.
The other one's a little short. But
Yeah.
it's two heavy hitter rides in the same park, Magic Kingdom. We've got Splash Mountain and Thunder Mountain going to be down for the count.
No, not Splash.
Not for the same time frame though. So at least they're only one down at any given moment. So Splash Mountain's going to be down for about a month. So from January 10th to February 10th. So that's like a full month basically. We just rode it and it was wasn't it? Like it was a 65-minute wait.
Yeah.
We waited 60 minutes. Like we never wait. We're always talking about like wait times. It's like, no, wait times are always over-exaggerated. It was like the full boat. Like we waited a long time for that. But I'm glad we did because it's going to be going down for a month.
I love that ride.
Here in the next week. So it's going down for the month. They are not doing the Princess and the Frog update yet. TBD still on when that is happening or even if it is happening. I still don't know if it's definitely at this point going to happen or not. But
yeah, we'll see.
This is just regular refurb maintenance and I'm sure there'll be an announcement about when the Princess of the Frog thing is coming. So it's going to be down and out for a month. The next ride, Big Thunder Mountain, is going to be down from the 14th of February to the 18th of February. So a couple of days after Splash Mountain comes back, assuming timetables are, stay on track, Thunder Mountain's going to go off for about 4 days. So if you're planning a trip, just know those days, those rides are going to be unavailable, unfortunately. Big Thunder Mountain, we just rode that too, and I felt like it was in good shape, so I didn't notice it really needed any refurbishment, but I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it only takes a week, whatever it is. Maybe it's painting.
Yeah, no real information on what it is, but I don't know. It'll be out, so stay tuned for that. We'll let you know if there's any other additional refurbs coming. Obviously, we know some of the big ones, like the Mummy is going to be going down at Universal. We already reported on that one, but that one's going to be gone for a long time, like 6 months or something. So get that ride in soon with the Mummy. Ride it quick. Like go ride it now. Like tomorrow, go ride it. Because it's gonna be gone. You're gonna be like, oh, I missed it, and I can't get my coffee. My coffee. Anyway, all right. So that's it. That's the news for the refurbs.
They just announced at the Festival of the Arts at Epcot, Dave Perillo, the designer of Spaceship Earth, is going to be at the Wonderground Pavilion right by France. Yeah, January 15th through the 21st, and he's going to be signing autographs.
What is that pavilion? Is that little like pavilion to the right when you walk into France?
I'm saying it wrong. It's Wonderland Gallery, which makes me think it's that art store that we've been in. That's in France, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure.
I thought that was in Italy.
Is it? I thought that was in
art
France.
Store. I think it's in Italy.
We don't know. It's at the Wonderland. It's at the Wonderground Gallery in the France Pavilion.
Ever.
So
Actually,
go to
I think
France.
it's in America. That art thing's in America.
Oh.
Wow, this is
Go
the
to
worst
France.
segment that's ever been filmed.
If you want to see Dave Perillo and get a signature.
Somewhere in the World Showcase.
No, it's in France.
In France.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Dave Perillo.
Perillo. Oh yeah, Dave. I know Dave. Yeah, we hung out last week. Dave Perillo. But the one of the designers of Spaceship Earth. Hello.
Yeah.
That's the Epcot ball
that's
ride.
awesome.
Spaceship Earth. That's I don't know what prickin' is. That's freaking awesome. So yeah, we're gonna. We may have to. Is it free?
I'm sure.
You just was it
You
for
probably have
autographs?
you might have to either bring your own, I don't know, picture or whatever you want signed, or he might have stuff there that you can buy and then have him sign it. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out.
Okay. We basically know nothing.
No.
So
we just know he's going to be there.
I'm just going to delete this whole segment.
No.
This isn't even news. Let's just get rid of it.
Whatever.
Anyway, Dave Perillo. Another awesome, amazing piece of news. Not so much. The Disney Magical Express is gone.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I used to love that.
It's over. It's gone. Never to be back, I'm assuming. I don't know. But now, they are still running Disney Magical Express for return visits to the airport until the 10th of January.
Yeah.
So we still got about another week or so of that.
That must be why we still see him.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's because like people would maybe like already booked their vacation and they're worried about like not like getting them back home.
Yeah.
So return visits for another week or so, but there's other options that are available. There's other buses. There's like a cool bus thing that is like decorated like a train. It's got some cool stuff there. I think it's like
$17 a person.
it's like $17. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we covered this, but like,
Yeah.
there's also Uber, Lyft. I mean,
Yeah.
you can take all the normal standard things to it, and they're also building a train, like a rail system at some point. But like that's not gonna be for a long
we
time,
don't know.
if it even ever actually happens. But allegedly. So I'm super sad to see Disney Magic Express go. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was an amazing perk that Disney offered. Don't get me wrong, like you paid for Disney Magic Express. Like everyone was like, it was free. I mean, you paid for it. It was like when you got the room, when you
Yeah.
got a room, that was included in the price of your room, basically, to use that Disney Magic Express. But still, now like you don't even get that. So like
It was just a little bit of magic as soon as you got off the plane that you got to do, and it was just exciting when we used to fly in with our kids. You know, we all look forward to
before
doing
you even
that.
got on the plane, like
Yeah,
because you got
yeah.
the bag tags.
Yeah, so it was just
and you got
a little bit of
they
excitement.
sent that to your in your mail with your like package and your magic bands and everything, which you also don't get anymore. But basically, they just keep taking stuff away from us. Disney, what are you doing to me? I mean, they're giving other stuff back. They're just taking stuff too. So you know how it is. Disney fans don't like change. We don't like change. We're like, just leave it alone. Don't change anything. But then we're like, but we want new stuff. So it's like you can't just keep adding. You got to start taking stuff away. So I'm sad to see it go though, because I loved it. We don't actually ever use it anymore because we live here now. But like, I loved like getting those tags in the mail, putting them on the suitcase, getting ready, dumping them at the airport, and then you never even saw your bags again until you got to your hotel room. Like they just magically appeared in your hotel room. Not even like at the hotel, like at the room. They were just there. We used to call it oozing into Disney. It was like you just oozed into Disney. Like you flew in and you just got on the bus and and all of a sudden like you're there and you're like in your room and you're like, huh? What just happened? We just oozed into Disney. And I loved how like when you got on the bus, it had like the little like Disney like shows and everything playing and the music, and you were just getting into the mood. And well, it's all gone now, so whatever. But there are other options. So buy Disney Magic Express. I love you. We will miss you forever. But sometimes change is good. So we'll see what happens.
If you are interested in DreamWorks characters, they are at Universal. We happened upon them like a couple weeks ago, and we didn't even realize it had just opened. It opened December 18th. I feel like we were there that day that it opened. We were like, what's this? What's going here? And there were DreamWorks characters dancing around. There was dancers actually in there with them that weren't in their costumes, just like actual dancers and performers. And it's like a 2.5 hour experience that you can come and go. You don't have to stay the whole time. If you have already seen your character and you want to leave, or you just don't want to stay, you can leave. It's not like awkward or anything. It's just kind of fun and low key, don't you think?
Yeah. We did a video. We went, like she said, like we just stumbled upon it. I thought it had been there like forever or something. We were like, oh, let's just check this out. We stumbled on it. So we did a video about it, but I don't even know if we've posted that video.
We might not have.
Here's the thing. There's been so much holiday content
Yeah.
that like we've been filming things, and then like we haven't had time to like wedge them into like spots, because I've been like, well, we just filmed this episode. We got to jam it in, and like because then otherwise it's like not even relevant anymore. So like I have like this backlog of videos. So just so everybody knows, you're probably going to see some like rando Christmas like videos like just thrown in the middle of like January because like I had nowhere to stuff them in because we were doing so many videos because there was so much content and there was things that we didn't even do. But we did that and it was so cute. And I don't think I've done the video because I'm like, I'm going to have to like get creative with it because I don't feel like getting copyright striked on YouTube because like you can't put anything on YouTube it uses like a lot of popular songs in the show. So I have to like figure out some weird. So when all of a sudden like the video goes muted and there's like some like busted dusty instrumental in the background, that's why, because I'm trying not to get copyright striked. But basically it was cool. Like all the characters, there was so many characters. Like it was like 2 hours, just drop in, drop out, drop in, drop out. You could just show up whenever you wanted. And there was just like this revolving cast of characters you were basically guaranteed to see. So like everybody from like Madagascar and Trolls and I don't know, there was just all kind of characters.
DreamWorks.
Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, like all the DreamWorks. So it was cool. Definitely excited. We'll post the video at some point.
And if you're over there,
we already posted it.
Like it's past Curious George. If you're over there, stop on in. You don't have to stay for very long.
Yeah, that's the place to go. That's the place to go. You want to see all the characters. So there you go. All right, another amazing news story for you today. Prime and regular parking at Universal has gone up again. It is going from $50 for Prime parking to $60.
That's a pretty big jump. And didn't we see the regulars only going up $1 though?
Regular parking is going up from $26 to $27.
So that's not that bad. It's still like, it's more, but the Prime is a lot.
I'm going to assume that because it's going up so much in the Prime parking, that there's a lot of people using Prime parking. Yeah. And so with demand,
running out.
With the laws of supply and demand, if the demand is too high, there's not enough supply, they got to like do something to drive the demand down a little bit. And that's basically raise the price so that less people are actually buying the Prime parking, but they're still getting the same amount of money out of it because they raised the price. Or they just need to raise the price for some reason. I don't know. But basically, I'm assuming. And then regular parking, that seems more just like they're raising it at $1 because why not? It's been another year or whatever. So I highly recommend buying an annual pass to Universal. One of the upper level annual passes where you actually get free parking if you're going to be there a lot. Because like paying $27 or $60 a day to park, woo, that's steep. So obviously, if you're staying at the hotel, you're gonna pay to park at the hotel if you parked at the hotel. But if you flew in and got to the hotel, you're not gonna have to pay to park. So, but for people who drive or use their car a lot and they're going, like that's a lot of money. So get the annual pass. You're gonna save a ton of money by getting the annual pass, not having to pay those prices. That's a lot of money. I don't even $60 to park for one day. Y'all got some money out there. Like, where are you getting all this money? $60 a day.
It's a lot.
Whew. You know what? I guess if I had the money, I'll spend it too. Why not? Save a little time, get a little closer. But I ain't got the money. So, parking. Yay. Moving on to the next item.
Another closure, it doesn't say how long it's going to be closed, but the Epcot line for the Disney Skyliner is going to be closed starting January 23rd, and it just said for a few days. That's all it said, so I'm not sure how long. Hopefully 3 or 4 days.
What does that even mean, the Epcot line?
I guess, is there one that goes to Epcot?
Yeah.
Then that one. You made me feel like there wasn't all of a sudden. I was like, there's one that goes to Epcot, isn't there?
So the actual Skyliner to Epcot.
Yes, I think that's what it means.
I thought you meant like the line that you stand in to get on the Skyliner. So I was the tool in this situation. You were right. Okay, so yeah, I really am. So basically, okay, so you're not going to be able to get to Epcot,
correct,
or out of Epcot from the Skyliner
for a few days.
For a few days, starting January 23rd.
Yep.
Okay, well that's good news. I mean, that's good news to know.
They're just working on things starting in the new year, so.
So we're assuming that this is just part of the refurb that they had already announced for the Skyliner. There's going to be some refurbishments for the Skyliner. Maybe they're just shutting down different portions of it for different days. So apparently the Epcot line is maybe the first
Yeah.
that is going to be shut down for a few days. So maybe the rest will still be open. Well, that's good because I thought maybe they're just going to shut the whole thing
I
down
don't
at
think
one
so.
time. So there you go. All right, so another great news item that's super exciting. The hits just keep on coming here in the new year. But Universal, you probably already heard, but just in case you haven't, Universal
Da, da, da.
has reinstituted masks for indoor locations.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Including vaccinated.
Doesn't matter vax status. Universal has been unmasked. I mean, is that even
Yeah.
unmasked? No masks. I mean, it was optional. Like they still encouraged you to wear masks.
they
You know,
did.
the lady that sounds like she's from Harry Potter has been repeating over and over and over again. I have it memorized that you should wear masks.
And wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Did you hear my
blah blah
accent? That
blah.
was awful.
That was bad. Don't ever do that again. Don't do that. But.
That was really bad.
But so they've encouraged you to use masks, but no masks have actually been required indoors or outdoors at Universal. But they finally, in Disney, it's always been required indoors. It was outdoors and indoors, and then they got rid of outdoors, and it's only indoors. But now at Universal, they brought them indoor masks back. So, bleh. I mean, I'm all for safety, and it's cool and everything,
Yeah.
to each their own. Maybe there's people that are mad about it and people that are happy about it, and
Yeah.
to me, I don't care. I'm staying out of all that stuff. But it is, I just, anything that I feel like is like going backwards,
Yeah.
I'm like,
like,
so,
Yeah.
but, safety first. So, just a little bit of news. So, yay, just another great piece of news that the masks are.
It might be just
Back-
through the winter.
so we'll see,
That's
yeah.
just totally a guess.
I'm going to assume it's probably not going to last
we'll
that
see.
long, just because I'm hoping that the COVID starts to go away more and more.
Hopefully.
But we'll see. So we'll keep you posted as to when and if that changes at any of the parks. But
Mask up at Universal if you're inside.
Another great news item. We do actually have two really good pieces of news that I'm excited about.
Yeah.
And the first one is
Typhoon Lagoon's reopening January 2nd. I'm so excited. We call it At the Goon because that's what my daughter used to call it when she was little. She thought it was At the Goon instead of Typhoon Lagoon. So we are excited. At the Goon is opening. And that
Super.
day, too, Blizzard Beach will start being closed that day for a refurbishment. So starting January 2nd, Blizzard Beach will be closed, which is sad. But Typhoon Lagoon is going to be open. I'm so excited
jazzed.
about that.
Yes.
I'm trying to go.
So basically, if you're watching this news video today, Typhoon Lagoon is
Yeah.
open, and Blizzard Beach is now closed.
Yes.
So stinks that Blizzard Beach is closing, but it is just refurbing.
Yeah.
I personally like Typhoon Lagoon better than Blizzard Beach.
Me too.
I just love. Apparently, that's a thing. Apparently, that's a big thing that most people like Typhoon Lagoon better than Blizzard Beach.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
I'm curious to know if the big wave is going to happen or not.
Yeah, I know.
We love that.
Because it's
but
impossible
we're
not to get
sure.
knocked into other people on that.
Yeah, with COVID and everything,
So-
if they're going to have that. So we'll find out.
If it doesn't have the big wave, then that's gonna stink. Yeah, that's the best thing that they have there. But yeah, we'll find out. But I'm excited. Typhoon Lagoon's gonna open again. I'm super jazzed.
Crush and gusher.
The only thing that could make that news better is if they reopen the Shark Reef, which they're not gonna do because they filled it in with sand or concrete or whatever, and it's gone. But that was my favorite thing at Typhoon Lagoon, other than the big giant wave pool. So, but it is open. So go tomorrow. Today, go today. Just go. Just get a reservation and go. You don't think you have to have a
you
reservation. Don't require reservations for the water parks, so you can just literally just show
just
up
show up.
today. Just go now. Go now. Just turn the video off and go. So the last piece of news that I personally am very excited about is the news of Poseidon's Fury at Universal Islands of Adventure is apparently going to be coming back as Poseidon's Fury. They're not tanking it to do something else. I've been watching their little paint touch-ups out there. I'm like, it doesn't look like they're busting that right up. It looks like they're just gonna they're cleaning it up, refurbing it. But apparently it's gonna be coming back because they've actually had some meet and greets out front of Poseidon's Fury. And the meet and greet is none other than Professor Elias Baxter himself with some of the other Global Expedition people from his team, which you've never seen Professor Elias. He was not in the previous version of the show. He was always like the dusty old dude or whatever that was like up in the little like where the ladder was that went up, and there was like a little hole that the guy would like the dude who did the show, like one of the assistant would like climb up there and be like, "Professor, where are you?" or whatever, and you got to hear the professor over the radio, but he's never actually in the show. So now, like, he's actually out there in front of Poseidon's Fury, like doing a meet and greet, and people were talking to him, and basically they're saying the show's coming back in like I think February sometime. So
and hopefully it's not 20 degrees below zero in there anymore.
Hopefully
it's not. To freeze to death.
Hopefully it's not.
I loved it, but I was like, I need to wear like a parka.
Yeah. So the Global Discovery Group people and Professor Elias, you get to see him out front, and so I'm just excited that it's coming back. I'm sure they're making some changes probably.
Yeah.
Especially if Professor Elias is out there, maybe he's actually going to be in the show now. But I don't care. I'm excited. I hope it's like still like not totally different, but like. I'm cool if it's a little bit different, but we'll see. So I'm excited. I get to see that show again. I was super sad that it went away because I love that show. I know a lot of people thought it was lame, but I liked it. So
I didn't think it was lame. I thought it was cold.
The original version of it was lame. That one
I don't even remember the original.
Apparently that one was busted, and it didn't last for very long. I don't even remember if I even saw it. I just know that apparently it wasn't that great. I don't remember. And then they refurbed it and did what is like kind of like the current show today. So we'll see. They made it a lot better the first time they did it. Maybe they're going to make it even better the third time. I don't know. So anyway, there you have it. So that's all the news for this week that we thought was interesting. There's a lot of other news like, there's a new backpack or, there's a new like
I spared you that
candy bar that fell on the ground or, 3-year-old drops icicle, ice cream on the ground type of news.
Such ride was shut down.
But those weren't interesting to us. So we picked out what we feel like is the most interesting news for the week, and that's what we bring you. So hopefully you found something interesting or something new, or maybe something confirmed what you had already heard. So there you go.
Sorry for all the negative news this week.
A lot of negative stuff, but
sorry.
Starting off the new year with a bang. Woo! So anyway, thanks for joining us. We will see you again tomorrow for another great episode that won't be a weekly news broadcast. It'll be like another episode. I can't guarantee you that it won't be Christmas related, but it should be fun. So thanks for joining us. Tune in tomorrow. Until then, the Noble Way
is the easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.